on Real Live. It is week 6, game number 12 of the 2021 NFL season.
From Levi Stadium in
It is
Santa Clara,
featuring
California.
the
This is
Los Angeles Rams going up against the San Francisco 49ers. We are at Levi Stadium in San Francisco. We'll let this go and see how often we go.
Nick Mullins and the San Francisco 49ers versus Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. It takes us near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
That's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished third in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year, and they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that. Went up to around the 33. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's gone. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
"13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Then, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
third. Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
First and goal from the 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When a throw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. So that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line. And not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is. And that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We knew he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block it.
Down at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Now he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Reed with it over the middle. Yeah, good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to be a punt here on their opening drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wisnowski on the punt as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down, LA. Goff finding Reynolds there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now first down throw, Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Again, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Henderson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On 4th down, it's gone. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so he's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Cup complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it lines up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Josh. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off throwing again. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on
I
me,
was.
partner. Sounds like you're
I
thinking
know.
the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
after the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Coming out throwing here to start the drive. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and the first down.
This is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. That's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a dump off here complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 12, operating from the 39. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now first down, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Kaiser gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. It was a strong first half from the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark it down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play call sense that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for the first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Samuel bringing in the slam. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was had without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here. He also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running left, Coleman on the toss. And some room to run now. And down to the 20 he'll go before running out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Coleman now. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver run that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Ronnie Gordon for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll throw right away. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Goff now looks to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And that's the rookie Javon Kinlaw who got in there to bring him down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down. But now they have a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. The throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. "62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And here we are almost through 3 quarters play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking up here with Trent Taylor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And well executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Young came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. But he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Goff. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Goff. Able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun to give to Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. There's Goff. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Goff and Tyler Higbee hooking up. Here the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw right sideline here is complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Well, throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, he'll drop the throw. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw again. Oh, no, he lost football. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done. You look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
Go away, though. How about those defensive guys?
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. That was off. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Well, there you have it. The Rams are winners over the 49ers, 17-7. Mind the show, and tomorrow will be Lemley. Tomorrow, 2-game live show. So, yeah, end the show, and I see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.